Injustice 2 has been getting absolutely stellar reviews, 9s, 8s, 10s. But does it live up to the hype? No, it fucking doesn't, not at all. This game pissed me the fuck off, and I'm about to tell you exactly why. For such a short game being about 4 hours in length, this game has so much filler, it's ridiculous. There's so many pointless fights. I don't know how you make pointless fights in a fighting game, but they've accomplished that. 98% of the fights are completely useless, and you wouldn't even notice if they were just removed from the game completely. They have absolutely no impact on the story whatsoever, and nobody gets anything accomplished. Take this fight for example. In one fight, you end up fighting Swamp Thing. And you think, well, Swamp Thing, he doesn't really belong in Injustice, but he might be fun or interesting. But no, his whole role in the entire game is to be a punching bag for every hero that comes by him. And there's not many heroes that want to use him as a punching bag since he's such fucking shite. So the first time you ever meet him is when you're playing as Harley Quinn and gang, and you're going through the swamp looking for Scarecrow. So you go looking for him and you find him, and he's on this fucking boat, or he's trying to escape on this boat. And then Green Arrow shoots an arrow at it, and it blows up. Swamp Thing is just livid that you just blew up a boat in his water. Oh no, that fire's gonna get all over my water. How could you fucking assholes? So then he tries to beat your ass into the ground. And then 30 seconds later, after you kick his ass because he's worthless, then you're like, no, it's because Scarecrow is the bad guy. That's why we shot the boat. And then he's like, oh really? And then he kills all the fucking boats.
Swampy, wait! It ain't us you wanna bash. We're the good guys.
Good, bad, I care little for humanity. But I do care. And my swamp burns!
Now you ready to be all ears? It's Scarecrow and his goons you want. They're mixing toxic gas right in your backyard. We came to stop them.
I see.
In this game, you replay Batman 3 times. I don't know how or why they thought that was a good idea, but in my playthrough, you might have a little bit less Batman depending on your playstyle, but I played Batman 3 times. Out of the 12 chapters, he was 3 of them. Why? Why, Netherrealm, would you do that? That's the dumbest thing in the universe. In general, people would argue that DC has a lot stronger villains than Marvel, and that's pretty much correct. Marvel villains are usually just these weird space creatures that come out of nowhere, and they're like, we're gonna blow up the planet, and then everyone's like, oh okay, and then 30 seconds later the Avengers kick their ass. Well, let me just tell you, Brainiac is the most boring character, the most boring main villain I've seen yet. He is the epitome of stupid and annoying, which is ironic because he's supposed to be the smartest character in the whole universe. I was not scared at all. Like Injustice 1. Injustice 1 had me like, yeah, kick Superman's ass, he's a fucking asshole. And I mean, that might be supported by the fact that I don't really like Superman much in general, but I wanted to beat the shit out of Superman. You fucking big fucking tyrant asshole, and he's like, he has some depth to him, and you can understand why he wants to do what he wants to do. But I did not get that from fucking Brainiac. He's just some asshole in the sky who everyone has to beat up. And that's it. That's his character. And the voice acting. Oh, the voice acting, man. It's like it was recorded by some psychopath who just no understanding of what human emotion was. So they just have these dead voices that just have the most awkward delivery of all time. And then I don't know who it was. They were just signed off and listened to it and checked the box and was like, yeah, sounds good, because that motherfucker should be forced to play this game until he realizes how bad it is.
You can't. Not without me.
I'll find a way.
This is my fight, Bruce! You need me! Bruce! Bruce! Bruce!
Alright, this game wasn't all bad. There was some stuff that was good, and I'll start to list it off, but don't worry, this section will be short. The game looks like a masterpiece. It's like fucking Vincent Van Gogh came by and like painted this game, and then the developers like shit all over it with their awful design. But it still looks good, you know. How could it not? And although the customization does lead to some pretty shitty microtransactions, I will admit I do like the change that they implemented. There were also some characters who I actually liked, believe it or not, in like Atrocitus. He's just big ass space guy who's just really angry, but he's contrasted by this little tiny cat who he uses to fight you. Whether it's intentionally funny or unintentionally funny, I love that character. He fills the void in my heart. And that's about it. That's what constitutes the good versus the bad. So in its current state, I'd give Injustice 2 a 5 out of 10. It's not abysmal, it's not like shit tier, but it's definitely not great.